Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. I'm Octane, your host, and today we take a look at the Water Slayer deck, which is out for the next event, which is a Noble Killer event. Well, the event is a Slayer event and the deck is a Water Noble Killer. Now, I'm not too impressed with the deck. However, I've got enough gems, so I thought to myself, I'll go up to tier 5. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do tier 4 and then tier 5 of the vault and see where we go from there. If I get something, I get something. If I don't get anything, I don't get anything. I didn't get anything on the last on my first attempt at the vault, but here it goes. I'm gonna go up to tier 4 and tier 5 because I've got quite a bit of gems which I saved and which I got from the event. So let's see what we get from tier 4 and what we get from tier 5. On tier 5 I will get a rare relic, which is quite nice. I can create the ultimate relic, and this is the guaranteed main relic, which indicates that I'm not gonna get anything decent from the vault. Whenever you get the guaranteed cards first, you never get anything from the vault. So I did get the guaranteed main relic, so I'm not expecting to get anything else from this vault, on this tier of the vault anyway. There is the guaranteed main hero, and that's gonna be hit, so let's skip all of the garbage that comes up next. So we're gonna go up to tier 5. At least I can create the ultimate relic. I did get 3 copies of the main relic. So I'm gonna go up to tier 5 and see if I can get anything apart from just relics. So I'm expecting to get my main relic, my rare relic, and I'm expecting to get a support card. This is the rare relic, and again, the guaranteed card. Once you get the guaranteed card first, don't expect to get anything else. So I've got one of my guaranteed first, which is the rare relic, so I'm not expecting to get anything else. Keys and just a lot of GVG garbage. That's the support card, and another support card, and another support card, and that was it. So that was pretty disappointing. I actually got the main card at 6 stars and 2 supporting cards, which main card is okay, but all these garbage vault reward you get in shields, this is absolutely useless. This is absolutely trash. And this is absolute garbage coins, if evolution coins, absolute garbage. So that's it. That's where I'm gonna stop. Haven't got any more gems to go any further anyway, so that's where I'm gonna stop. And let's see the deck. So deck for this week, as I said, is I'm pretty disappointed in the ultimate form, simply because the ultimate form creates 35 water power gems and it creates it over 5 turns. It does a turn delay, which I'm not particularly interested in turn delay cards except during GVG. And you've got loads of cards that gives you immunity, so you don't really need turn delay cards when you're doing GVG. So this can be useful for GVG because you will create water power gems over 5 turns. So you got 5 bosses to fight in GVG. It gives you a self boost every other turn as well, and you can double up on your power gems. So you will, at one point, you'll be able to create 14 power gems. So because it's got a 4-turn cooldown and it creates the power gems over 5 turns, you will be able to double up on your power gems at one point. However, I believe that it should be a bit better with, even if it created, say, 12 or 14 power gems over 5 turns, that would have been far more better, or over even 3 turns. But that's just something, it's a fancy battle skill, but it's not a really useful battle skill. What's useful about this card is at the start of every other turn, it increases self-attack by 100%, which can be quite useful. That's got a 2-turn cooldown because obviously it's over every 2 turns. Gem ban, which it bans stop fire gems from falling down. Not really interested in that as well, because if you're using this card with, say, a card that is fire that does something for your deck, it will stop gems falling down. Probably that card won't be able to be powered up because this will stop all the fire gems falling down. So there's something that they are bringing in why they start putting this gem ban on the cards, but at the moment it's not really useful. The first passive, it creates 2 additional water power gems and heals for 4000% of your recovery whenever a turn delay skill is successfully activated. So that's just 2 extra power gems, which is not really that meaningful. In a Slayer event, I'm really expecting ultimate form to be fantastic, to be powerful, usable. This one for me is not really. Utility wise, I would say GVG and Commander events. This can be used for those. Slayer events, not pretty useful. So I'm pretty disappointed in this ultimate form. Continuum Conservator. It dispels Judgment, which is not really a bad debuff. It affects you when you heal. And you've got Slumber, which affects your passive skills. So you probably will want to dispel Slumber. Let's take a look at the Master Collection card, Stardoor. And Stardoor creates 7 water power gems 6s and increases self-attack for 100% over 1 turn. It's got 2-turn cooldown. This for me is pretty useful. The Master Collection card for me is far more useful in the event than the Ultimate Form. The Ultimate Form does give you a bigger bang for your buck than the Master Collection card, but the Master Collection card is really useful. Master Collection card dispels Slumber, and it's got 1 passive on it, which is the gem ban, which is absolute pointless, useless if you ask me. So this is the ultra rare, and this one creates 35 power gem as well over 5 turns and delayed enemy turn count by 1. 4-turn cooldown, can double up on your 4th turn. It creates 2 extra water power gem 7s and heal when you successfully use a turn delay skill. This one dispels blind. So I'm liking the Master Collection card so far. Let's look at the supporting card, which is pretty disappointing this week. Creates your 8 water gems and heal for 3000% of your recovery. Got a 1-turn cooldown. That is not very useful at all in the current meta in the game. Now the main hero, for me, I like the main hero as well. It creates 5 water power gems 4s and increase self attack by 30%. It's got a 2-turn cooldown just like Master Collection card. So I'm liking the Master Collection card and I'm liking the main hero. Those two cards for me are quite useful. They're not powerful, but they're more usable. I like them because they've got a quick turnaround, short cooldown, that is. They create power gems. This one doesn't create a lot of power gem. 5 power gem makes it not extremely powerful as a main hero, but it's got a 30% self boost, which gives it a bit of edge. So I am liking the main hero. I am liking the Master Collection cards. Those are my 2 favorite cards on this deck. Really disappointed on the ultimate form. If I got it, I would use it, but I don't think it's a really brilliant ultimate form. Let's take a look at the ultimate relic. And the ultimate relic, what I like about the ultimate relic, if you had the ultimate relic at 3 pink stars, you would break 3 noble shields plus an extra noble shield for every water slayer ultimate hero that is on board your deck. That part of these newer relics I actually love. What I don't particularly like about the newer relics is that it actually creates only, well, this one creates 5 water gems at the beginning of the battle as long as the Slayer Noble is on the team. So when you have it at 2 pink star, it actually creates 5. When you've got that 4 pink star, it creates 4. Never really got one up to 6 pink star, so I don't know when it gets up to 6 pink star how many it actually creates. So this is a 6 pink star one. Let's look like 6 pink star. Creates 5 water gems, so it only creates 5. And it breaks 7 shield plus 1 more per water, so one's at 6 pink star. It's quite powerful. HP 15.96. 2981 on your attack flat up 400%, so it increase the attack of this relic by an additional 400% as long as an Noble Killer is on board. So at 6 pink star, the relic is really powerful. It does give you a really decent attack increase for the relic itself, not for your deck. So that is your ultimate relic for this week. Let's take a look at some cards. So this is a deck that I actually threw together. Don't worry about the relics. I've only got 2 old Noble Killer relics. This one is for this deck. Where is it? This deck, Combat Ready Crew. And this one is for this deck, Phantom Unseen. Now Phantom Unseen will fill the board with power, I think it's Power Gem 1s or Power Gem 2s, I can never remember. Creates up to 30 water Power Gem 4s every 3rd time Bloody Mary speaks. So when you've got this one equipped, it allows Phantom Unseen to speak Bloody Mary twice. So you get 2 Bloody Mary speak. If you've got Master Collection card on board, that gives you 1 Bloody Mary speak. So every time you activate Phantom Unseen and the alt and one of your Master Collection card, you can fill the board with Power Gem 4s. However, we're not going for that today. What I'm going for is Black Flag Maroonders, which is a commander card, which I think is quite nice. Creates 13 water Power Gem 7s, then upgrade all water Power Gems by 1 rank. Now this is a far more useful card, far better card than the current ultimate form. It also creates 6 water Power Gems passively. Far better. It's just, to me, a far better ultimate form than the current ultimate form. Valhalla Vanguard. Valhalla Vanguard will create 10 water Power Gem 7s now and at the start of the next turn. When ambushing, it gains a bonus attack buff for 1 turn and creates 20 additional water Power Gems. Now, I don't love this one that much because after you've ambushed, you're only able to create 10 water Power Gems. But it's still got the ability to give you 30 water Power Gems on the board for massive attack. The current ultimate form will only give you 14 water power gems when you double up on the battle skill after a 4 turn cooldown. Phantom Unseen, just spoke about that. Ready Combat Crew is the oldest of these two ultimate form. Phantom Unseen is a bit recent. Ready Combat Crew creates 4 water power gem 4s and heals for 200% of your recovery. If you are over 50% HP, it doubles the amount of power gems you create. If you're below 50% HP, it doubles the heals. Heal. Sorry, not heals, heal. 4 turn cooldown. When 8 power gem 1s or greater on the board, it decreases damage taken by 20%. It starts at 5 and increase. Whenever a healing battle skill is used, it increases self attack by 100% and create free water power gems, power gem freeze. So it's got a self boost of 100%, just like the current ultimate form. This one, however, when you get up to 250 skill point, it gives you a ultimate power gem, ultimate gem, which gives you a bit of increase to your damage, but you don't get that massive bang for your buck like it used to give when it just came out. This one dispels dodge. This one dispels weaken. This one dispels weaken as well. And this one dispels fear. So I haven't got anything on board that's going to dispel judgment or slumber. I need something to get rid of slumber. This one is a really useful ultimate form, and what this one will do is give my Ready Combat Crew 150% damage buff. What I would need to have on board is the ability to actually convert all those dark gems that's going to create to water power gems, and for that we will go to where's all set and use this baby. We'll use that, plus what we'll do for good measures, we'll add one of Keta's bow on board. That's what my deck will look like for this week. Well, I'm gonna start with that combination, but then I am going to actually probably change it up. So some good cards that we can use. Let's look inside our, let's go to Slayer and see what we got. You could go the route of using Frozen Devastation. Now I've got Frozen Devastation at 6 star and awoken 5 times. Now what this one does, for those of you who have never seen it before, or those of you who are new to the game, it creates 3 water power gem 4s, and 5 water power gem 2s. It received the attack bonus buff, so this was one of the first cards that had the attack bonus buff, and we all know what the attack bonus buff does. It's got a 2 turn cooldown, and every 4 turn it creates an extra 4 water power gem 2s and dispel 1 buff from an enemy. This week the bosses are not running any buff, they're just running debuffs. You could use this with a card that boosts the damage output or the attack output of arcane killers. So that is your jailers, you've got your circuit break Ilaria, so that's one way you could go. Immortal Killer, when it comes to Immortal Killer, where you could use high performance unit area alongside Metaverse Master. You go Apex Predator or Apex Predator. We haven't got any, so Apex Predator would be the card that I would go for. I think it's the only water Immortal Killer ultimate form that I've got. Chaotic Killer, when it comes to Chaotic Killer, there's not much boost for Chaotic Killer. I mean, you could go for the Sirens, but Arcane Killer would probably, I mean, you could, for Ready Combat Crew, you could increase the damage output by going for Santa, could add Santa to that as well. So let's look at, say, get rid of that. Let's go for Arcane Killer. You could go for Santa. You could add Santa to the mix. If you've got 2 copies of Santa, all the better. You could go for Santa. Yeah, what's this? Master Collection card. No, that's not even a Master Collection card. That's something that's support card. Where is Santa? Where is Santa? Santa is a noble killer, isn't it? So I need to go over noble. So we want to go for noble killer. So we're looking for Santa. Santa should be somewhere up the top. There is Santa. So you could go for Santa. If you got 2 copies, it would be nice to use 2 copies. If you go Arcane Killer, as I said, it would be Arcane Killer would be Arcane Killer would be Circuit Breaker area, which is this one, Circuit Breaker area, which does the same thing as Santa. Or you could go for the Jailers. That's one option. You could go to Jailers. Not sure if any of these are gonna work, because as I said in a few of my videos, is that I feel that most of these cards have been nerfed. Yeah, I believe they have been nerfed. So Immortal Killer, you would go for high performance unit area. Those are some of the cards that you could consider to use to boost some of your cards, to see what you're able to actually do with this deck. And I mean, I could get rid of, say, Phantom Unseen. Instead of using Phantom Unseen, I could forego using Phantom Unseen and go for Santa. Use Santa instead of Phantom Unseen. I think that would be a better way to go. Now I'll use that last. Yep, I think this probably would be a better combination. So you'd activate Metaverse Master first. Activate Metaverse Master, then you activate Ready Combat Crew, Valhalla Vanguard, Supreme Santa, and Black Flag Maroonders. I'll probably activate Santa last, because it only creates power gems passively and it needs 8 or more power gems on board. So this probably would be something that could work. So I would run something like this. I'll see how it works out tomorrow, but those are some of the cards that you could use. This is one deck combination you could consider to use. It's a non-event combination as well, so go for it. So that's all I've got for you today. Join me tomorrow when I showcase this deck and probably any other deck that I find that works. Last week I did make the video for possible deck combination, however my internet stopped working, so I didn't play the event for, actually I didn't play a game for 2 days because I didn't have any internet for 2 days, which was quite a bummer. So I wasn't able to upload a video. So until